From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. No luck on the connection, it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it's 2nd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Pierce has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll go right back to Pierce. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Gay's kick is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They send him left out of the slot. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. His pass caught by Nakua. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. A lot of grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Hurts looking to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He gets this one to Nakua. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, Hurts. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Three. Let me quick.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here's Hurts. He's got it! And that's a Los Angeles touchdown! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Third and just 2 to go. Benson once more. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the... Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They go play action here. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He's going to throw this one. That's into the hands of Downs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Hauled down by Christian Izien.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This is Pierce. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Throwing on third and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Able to find Nakua here. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Catch made right side by Nakua. Spinning his way into space. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. Broke through the tackle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams looking to add to their advantage.
sir.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, Hurts. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his target, Hall. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Down, 1 yard to go. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. Buying some time right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Typically, you call play action this early in a game, and you're not expecting sack. Right? Play action protections actually are some of the best, most sound protections in an NFL offensive playbook. Give some credit to the defense to break that play action pass down and put the first sack on the stat sheet.
Hits his running back. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's first and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And the defender comes away with it. Christian is in with the INT. And the Rams are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They put a receiver in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He's got it on the bootleg. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. The defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're throwing it. Paul there to haul it in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still sticking with the passing game. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbles it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
They'll run here with Pierce. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Right back it goes to Pierce. They're driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. This reeled in by Benson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. The give now to Benson. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give it to Pierce. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Benson now from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And this is Pierce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Pierce, and he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys bring it back to even. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. This game's still tied after 3, so we're going to decide things here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the... After the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Gets this one to Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, Hurts. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They send a tight end in motion. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They send a man in motion. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Andrews with the catch. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Man in motion, headed right. He's back to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Returnable from the 1. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this one doesn't go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams holding on to a field goal lead. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Barkley gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dell with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From midfield now. Complete to Dell. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Pierce. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Trying to set this up quick. Throwing on 2nd and 3. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. QB sneak coming. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.